Good evening, folks, and welcome to this bank holiday. It's effing Friday! Hope you've had a fab one. I hope you've had an absolutely great Friday. It's only going to get better. It's effing Friday. Looking into the murky past of Elite Dangerous and the demise of Commander Jameson. We're going to discover some shadowy organisations, some terrible things. So let's get into it. Let's do this. I'm effing Friday. Welcome to Friday, everybody. Welcome to Friday. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I am effing Friday. I hope that you are all doing really, really well. Thank you very much for checking me out and joining me on this channel. Really do appreciate it. Hope you've all had a great Friday. I hope everything has absolutely gone fantastic for you. Let's get into this. We are looking into the murky past of Elite Dangerous. We are looking into the problems that have faced commanders. In particular, we're looking at Commander Jameson. And we're looking at Commander Jameson and his unfortunate demise when he was looking to do something really, really good for the entire galaxy. And we're going to get into that. So there's going to be some definitely some stories. There's definitely going to be some murder. There's going to be some lies, and there's going to be a fair amount of secrecy. Right, I'm effing Friday. Let's get into this. Let's do this. Happy Friday, everybody. Yes, we made it. Another week down. Boom. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all stopping safe. This lockdown is terrible, but we are here. We've made it. Welcome to the chill stream. This is where life gets a lot easier. And hopefully, I don't see a rebuy screen tonight, because that'll be nice. Cool. Right. So, we recently got to our elite status. So if we have a look over here. Yes, trade rank elite. Yes, thank you very much. Trade rank elite. Okay, we're coming up on our combat rating as well. We're doing lots of wing missions with our friends and killing some bad people. So our combat rank's getting up there, but we made it to elite. Now, there is a place in Elite Dangerous where you can only get to if you are elite. Okay, and that place is known as Founders World. Now, Founders World is permit locked, and you can only get this permit when you get the trade rank to elite, or you get your combat rank to elite, or you get your exploration rank to elite. Those are the only times that you can gain access to there. Okay, and a permit is issued, and that permit leads us to here. Leads us to Jameson Memorial. Okay, which is a Pilots Federation controlled branch. Okay, so it doesn't have a superpower looking after it. It's purely its own thing. Okay, Pilots Federation. This is what it's all about. Jameson Memorial. So who was Commander Jameson? To Commander Jameson, I was first introduced to Commander Jameson in Frontier Elite 2, back on the Amiga. And that was back in 94, 95 kind of time, 1994, 1995. That's how long ago Commander Jameson has been a friend of mine. And you start off in Frontier Elite 2 as Commander Jameson, and you go ahead in your little eagle and you hyperspace and you start trading, and you do exactly what you did, exactly what you do in Elite Dangerous right now, but you did it back then on the Amiga. And this game got me hooked. This is where I got into Elite Dangerous. This is, it stems from there. It stems from the Amiga. It stems from like 95, 96, that kind of era. And I've never dropped it since then. It's been absolutely fantastic. So here we are. Now, information has come to us that Commander Jameson has obviously passed away. Okay, and this is Jameson's memorial to him. And so, we need to know more about what's going on here, okay, because Commander Jameson was a well-revered pilot within the lore of Elite. So what happened to this fantastic pilot, a pilot so revered throughout the galaxy that he gets his own Memorial. We are going to go and find that out today. We have the locations of Commander Jameson's crashed ship, and we're going to go and check that out, and we're going to scan it, and we can find out exactly what happened to Commander Jameson and what happened to his ship. So we're going to need to go and try and find it if we can, and see if we can find some coordinates for it. But we need to get underway, because where we got to go to, the crash ship is currently located at HIP 12099, and that is where Commander Jameson's Cobra MK3 is still residing. So we're going to get underway. We may get interdicted by Thargoids on the way as well, so that's a real serious consideration that may happen to us. So we just need to be aware of that. I'm just going to outfitting a second, because I removed a module out of here. Empty cargo compartment. We'll have a look at that. What do I want to put in there? We've already got planetary vehicle hangars, so we don't need to worry about that. We don't need a refinery. We're not going to go mining. We don't need to put shield cell banks in there. Let's just slap a hull reinforcement in there, I think. Fuel seal food tanks, question limpet. Yeah, let's just fit a fuel scoop, or also a field maintenance unit. Also field maintenance unit. Why not? Why not? Let's just do it. Stick it in there. Right, good. That'll do. Making decisions on the fly. Right, let's go. So we're going to go and find this crashed Anaconda. I don't have the planetary coordinates. I have seen it once before. And I'm hoping that that the system is still there for me, and it actually points out exactly where the crash ship is. Race landing gear? I am busy, woman. Jeez, man. Get off my back. Alright, let's get out of here. So, as I said, you need to have a special permit to be here. And that permit is there. So these are a list of my permits. I have the Sol permit, so I can actually go into our solar system. Beta Hydri, Akanar, Sirius, Alioth, and Founders World. So we have the permits. Jump. Cool. Yeah, you better do that, because I'm not having my pizza turn up to the wrong address again. So yes, so we are going off to go and have a look and see what happened with Commander Jameson and his doomed Cobra MK3. And this is where Elite brings the story of the Thargoids in and matches it up to what has previously gone before, Frontier Elite 2 and Frontier. These are the stories that are matching up throughout there. And I know a lot of people at the moment, they're all very, very much concentrated on the... they're all very much concentrated on getting these brand new ships and brand new fleet carriers, stuff like that, and that's really great. But people are missing the point of this game. This game has such a fantastic narrative behind it, and it's very easy to overlook it. Very, very easy. So we just need to make sure that we don't overlook it. We can give it its due. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to go and have a look at Commander Jameson's crash ship. Okay, and we're going to investigate it and see what the logs say to us. So we're on our way right now. We're in a crate Mark II. I remember in Frontier Elite 2 actually owning the crate for a very short while, and it was a great ship then. Really, really liked it then. And this new crate, this new version, is really impressing me at the minute. It's been such a good ship. Whoa, I don't want to do that too often. I'm going to keep on pressing that wrong button. I know I am. I'm going to do that all the time. Right, so as we're going through, we're going to go and scan every single system as we go through it. We're just going to take a quick honk and move on. We're not going to go and actually discover all of these systems. We don't need to, but we will go through, just get the information that we need to, and then we'll move on. So if you are new to Elite, basically the idea is that wherever you can, you know, whenever the opportunity presents itself, to actually go and scan and get some data and get some intel, you know, drop in on an undiscovered signal source or whatever it may be, you know, use that opportunity, take the opportunity, get it, and even if you don't use it immediately, it will become useful to you at a later date. I've fitted this much bigger fuel scoop to this, and it's so much better. I can fuel scoop so quick, which is just great. So here we are. So we've been doing the engineerings, and we've been going through the engineers and upgrading this ship. So a lot of the units on there, all the modules, have been upgraded. So the shields, hopefully we won't need to test them out tonight. So that's the plan anyway. Don't want to be testing the shields. We want to carry on and get there unscathed. As I say, we may be interdicted or hyperdicted by Thargoids tonight. We are heading in their general direction, and Commander Jameson and his unfortunate demise is very much linked to the Thargoids. So I did notice that we needed to replot our route just so that we can keep on carrying on scooping at these stars, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it's plotted a decent route, so we've still got plenty of jumps to do. Got 10 jumps to do, so we have to reroute. We'll have to replot. Let's just see if I can find somewhere half decent I can get my nose into the galaxy map without being dragged out and set upon. Oh, I hate them kind of stars. They do tend to warm you up very, very quickly. Right, it doesn't appear that we've got anybody on our tail right now, so I use this opportunity just to replot our route. So, obviously in Elite Dangerous, you need to make sure that you can jump from star system to star system, and you need to be able to plot a route for where you're going so that you can actually scoop from stars, and there are only certain stars that you can scoop fuel from. And basically, you see here we've listed these star types. You need to remember the acronym KGB foam, and basically those are the exact star types that you can scoop from. Now I'm not gonna. This is where don't do that. This is where I'm going to run out of fuel. That is a fuel star. Okay, so last chance to scoop fuel on the route. Let's just zoom out. So we're all the way back here at a minute. So let's do a couple more jumps and then we'll see if we need to reroute then. So we'll jump that out. So it looks like we're going to be able to do it. I think we've got a few brown dwarf stars like the one we just been past, which doesn't have enough hydrogen to actually refuel us. So when we're going through, we can use what's called a fuel scoop to scoop that hydrogen out of the star effectively, and put it into our tanks and fill our tanks back up again. And then we can carry on with our journey with full tanks. Our fuel is listed on the right hand side of the panel. Here's another T-Toy star. You can really tell these because they're usually very much not T-Toy star, sorry. They're usually very, very much purple in that kind of colour, and it gives this whole cockpit a pink hue about it as well, which is pretty awesome. You have to excuse me while I suffer with hay fever and die slowly. So here we go to another brown dwarf star. Oh man, the safe was killing me. There is only one problem with Elite Dangerous, you can't pause it when you need to nip off and get a tissue. I'm sure anybody who suffers with hay fever can testify that it's not nice to basically have a cold all the way through summer, and you finally get to winter, and again you have another cold. So very unpleasant business, hay fever. Right, we are getting to that point now where I really do need to look for another star to scoop from. So I am going to stop in a second and just go through the galaxy map, find another star that's off our route that we can scoop from. There's got to be one around here somewhere. There's a whole galaxy full of them, for Christ's sake.
System scan complete.
Okay, there you go. Full system scan. Just a 1 star in this system to look at and go through. Right. That's where we currently are. And we are going to get to this star. So this is going to be our last chance to scoop fuel before we head forward. We've got some more chances to fuel school. We're just going to have to go here. So this is M. So if you remember KGB foam, obviously foam, we've got the M in there. So we can jump to this now. And this will be our fuel star.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we're a couple of chances, a couple of hops away from that yet. We're going to have to make sure that it's our last jump, otherwise we are going to be stuck. And then we're going to have to call the famous fuel rats to come and help us out. Now the fuel rats, it's an interesting group of people, but what they do is they help out commanders. They help out commanders who run out of fuel or are not in range of a scoopable body to go and scoop fuel from, and they come to your rescue. But this is our scoopable star that we're heading to.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we're just going to sit here for a minute and refuel. So yeah, the fuel rats, there are fuel transfer limpets in this game, and you can actually program them to transfer fuel directly to your ship. And there is a website that you go to, the fuel rats, and you punch in your details and you tell them that, you know, what kind of ship you're running, you tell them where you are, you know, what system you're in, and where you are inside that system, who, you know, what you are around, where you're in between. Oh, I've got to stop doing that. I am going to punch myself straight into the heart of one of these stars one day by doing that. There we go. Right, cool. Do the discovery scan and get the information. Now, I've got this blip on my radar. I'm watching him. He seems to be circling around my ship. So when they do that, they could be getting ready to interdict you. I am hostile in this region of space, and I'm only hostile due to the fact that I support a opposing power to the ones that they support. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of activity around here. Because I am hostile, they would like take pleasure in gunning me down. But we've got nearly a full tank, so that we can go. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Not burn up too much next to this star, because you can overheat your ship, and that is costly. Right, so let's get out of here then. We've got a Class G star, so again KGB foam, if you remember that, KGB foam. So the G, we're going to a Class G star, so I should be able to scoop fuel from this star again. So I will scoop the fuel.
3, 2, 1.
Scoop the fuel wherever you can. It makes your life a lot easier. Now hopefully I'm going to use the surface scanner to help me find Commander Jameson's crest ship. It may already appear there, because as I said, I have been there before. Let's just make sure we scoop all the fuel that we can, get filled right up to the top. It's a really big star as well. Perfect. We're full. So we have to just skirt around that really big star, so that we don't get melted by it. Jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Updating the delivered through address.
Good. We need to make sure the pizzas get to where they need to go to. Not delivered to the wrong star system. Yes, even in 33.0 whatever we're in now, 33.06, 33.07, 33.08, I can't remember. Even in this time, you can still get delivery. Commanders are going to be hungry, man. I didn't see what star this is, so we'll see in a second when we jump out. See what kind of star it is, see if we can scoop some fuel. Yeah, so we can scoop fuel from this star again.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, we're getting deeper and deeper into basically Thargoid known space now, so we are getting towards the area where we may be hyperdicted by Thargoids. Now, I'm not running any anti-Thargoid weapons on this ship at all.
Frameshift drive charging.
My honest opinion is that we shouldn't need to attack the Thargoids. You know, everything has a right to life, and that includes alien cultures that we know nothing about. So why should we go attacking them? You know, they pull us out of witch space. This is called witch space, and so this is where the Thargoids actually do pull you out and disturb your jump. You know, and all they do is scan you, and that's it. So from this point of view, oh, stop doing that. I'm going to end up in the sun one day. I really am. It's because I've usually got my other keyboard, other mouse button bound to this. So yes, I am actually playing this on a keyboard and mouse, just on a PC. No fancy controllers, no flight sticks, no HOTASes, no nothing. Just literally keyboard, mouse, and my voice assistant as well, who is sometimes a bit cheeky and a bit naughty, and sometimes just doesn't listen to me at all. But occasionally, when it's needed, she comes through. So, yes, as I was saying, the Thargoids, they attack you in this witch space area right here between jumps, pull you out, and then they just scan you. Their scans do interfere with our systems. Oh, and we are here. We are at HIP 12099, right. Okay. So we need to find Commander Jameson's ship. I'm reliably informed it's on this planet. So we'll get our discovery scanners on the go on this planet and see if we can find the crash ship of Commander Jameson. So Commander Jameson, his whole history ties into the Thargoids. So in the first Elite, in the original Elite, the aliens in Elite were a race known as the Thargoids. And the Thargoids used to attack you, and you could attack them and kill them. This ended up in basically a big war. The whole of the galaxy was at war with the Thargoids. And the Thargoids had superior tech to us, so it really did become a struggle. The Federation and the Imperials got together to produce a weapon to kill the Thargoids, and they delivered it. They delivered this weapon, and it basically was designed initially just to stop them being able to jump out of their system. Because if they're locked to their system and they can't get out, they can't interfere with the human race. However, it went further and started killing everybody. All of Thargoid life was being killed. It was, without doubt, a genocide. So, in the original lore, the Alliance got together and sent the antidote to the Thargoids. And in return, they gave the Alliance one of their ships and their tech. That ship and their tech has never been seen. Okay, we're heading towards the planet now, so we're going to have to use a Discovery surface scanner to see if we can find it. So I'm just going to throttle all the way down. So I'll send the probe right down the middle. Send one there.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Get all four corners if we can. There you go.
Surface scan complete.
We have scanned the surface of that planet now. So when I go into the system map, go into here, have a look on here. It's been fully scanned. Now I'm hoping that the crash ship will appear here. There it is, Jameson's crash site. Alright, so that's where we're heading, folks. Jameson's crash site. Oh, there's loads here. Geological. 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 Geological, it's a lot of geological signals. There's anything else here though. He really was out here to die, crashing on this planet. Let's get around, there it is, around the other side, and we'll go and have a look at the crash site of Commander Jameson.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, coming in now. Oh, we would be landing on the dark side, wouldn't we? Okay, well, we'll do a dark side landing, folks. Not great, because obviously I cannot see a thing, but we're going to try it. And there is a night vision button. I can't remember what it is. Cannot remember for the life of me what a night vision button is. I'll have to go and check it out, because landing in the dark is no good. Alright, here we go then folks. We're on the way in. We're going to see Commander Jameson's crash site. Let's just see if we can find the bindings for the night vision. No. Let's give it a miscellaneous. Night vision. Alright, it's that. Okay. We'll give it a go then. Boom! Night vision. Wow, you can see that well now. That's much better. Okay, here we go. I wonder what that is just there. Seems quite prominent. Oh, I don't have an SRV. Oh my god. I do not have an SRV. But there he is, Commander Jameson's crashed. I can't believe I don't have an SRV. Right, I'm going to have to go and find an SRV. No, I can't believe I made it all the way here. Now I have to go and find an SRV. That is so annoying. I wonder actually. I wonder. Let's have a look at the codex a second. And I'm there. Just wondering where I've got it actually in here. No, I don't think I have. No, it's not in here either. Ugh. It's not in there. It's not in there either. Oh, that's so annoying. So annoying. Okay. So we're going to have to go and find somewhere to go and get an SRV. Ugh. Right, let's go to eddb.io. And that should be able to help us. eddb.io. Great website. So we need a station. And it sells modules. It's not called SRV. Okay, let's see if we can find an SRV module. I wonder if we've turned it off actually. If we've turned it off, it may not appear. Let's just make sure. We've been fighting, you see. No, it's not in there. Oh God. So we've got the hangar bay, we've got the fighter hangar bay. No, it's not in there. Ah, man. It's not what I wanted at all. Okay, so let's go and get it. Let's have a look. Just trying to find a station. Planetary vehicle hangar bay, that's what we're looking for. And our reference system is HIP 12099. Find a station, please. Okay, HIP 12314 is Bentham Station. Okay, we're going to go there, outfit this really quickly, get back here. Who knows, it's maybe on the other side of the maybe on the other side of the planet, and we may get some daylight, which would be nice. So quick trip here. Let's go to Bentham Station. Just there. Alright. Commander Jameson, we will be back. Oh, everything's going against me tonight.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's our escape vector. Let's use it. Let's go, go, go.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, so we head on out of here. And we'll just recalculate our route again. That's where we got to go to. Come on, man, let's get out of here. We've got to get past that huge gas giant. And as soon as we're past out, we can then engage. Come on, speed up, let's go, go, go. I think it's only going to be one jump. Yep. So we can make it back really quickly. This is what happens when you're fighting bounty hunters. John Bon Emoji, good evening to you, sir. How are you today? What have you been up to? You've been enjoying the beautiful sunshine in your back garden? I certainly have. I took my kids on a very long walk today. Knackered them out. So I'm hoping they're going to sleep in for me tomorrow. I say I hope. I doubt they will. But I hope they will. Can you believe it? I've come all the way out to have a look at Commander Jameson's crash site, and guess what? I forgot to have an SRV. So, really cheesing me off. So now I've got to go all the way back and just go and get an SRV bay now. Really annoying. But it happens. It happens. So I started having a look into all that's gone on with Commander Jameson and how this all goes. Yeah, oops. But that's what happens. I have outfitted this because I'd winged up with a couple of the followers, and we were off destroying many ships. I got that close to a capital ship that they couldn't actually attack me. And so I managed to take out all their guns literally by sneaking all the way around the capital ship. So it was really good. But of course, like, I've outfitted it just for war basically. So now I need to go back into multi-role mode and get it re-outfitted. So I'm gutted that I got to do this. But it's just one of them. I had to fly across the galaxy just to get to my start point tonight. So it was very touch and go whether I was able to start on time or not. But I did. I managed it. But yeah, so what's been good, mate? What are you up to? Hope you had a fab day. Sunshine's been beautiful today. Been trying to get out as much as I can. Obviously dealing with IT, I'm stuck indoors most of the day doing stuff, so I'm hoping that to get out there as much as I can. I wonder if any of them are going to try and interdict me. That would be fun. Busy doing jobs today. Little racing earlier. Nice. Where were you racing at, my friend? Go on, tell me Road Atlanta. That would be fantastic. So is it like a series of races that you do then? Are you in like a league? Is there like a league to this? Come on, man. I just want you to get in there and get an SRV bay and then we're out. That's a weird looking planet. It's obviously got an atmosphere, but it's weird looking. And there we go, disengage. I love how this ship sounds. This ship sounds so good. Why are there so many Yorkshire people in space? That's what I want to know. Request docking.
Sending request, Commander.
Approval granted. Please make your way to landing pad 37.
Scan detected.
Yeah, you can scan me. It's fine. I'm not carrying anything. Certainly not carrying an SRV bay right now. Mistake! Can't believe I did that. Can't believe I did that. Landing pad 37.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
Deploy landing gear.
Deploying. Landing gear, Commander.
I didn't get any infraction then.
Deployed.
And stop. There we go. Put it down hard enough. You're doing Nordschleifer. Proud of myself at setting a 743 in a mini John Cooper Works special. Nice. Right, I'll refuel, do a bit of advanced maintenance as you do. Right, get that done. Yep, that's lovely. Right, now going to outfitting. Go stick our SRV bay in. 743, that's going some, mate. That is really going some. So is it like just a one-off race that you do against the AI, or are you doing it online against real people, or you just doing it for a bit of fun? Right, I need probably not you. Planetary vehicle hangars. Right, install the old thing, stick that in there. Right, we need an SRV. Excellent, right, that's done. Right, we can get back. I used the term racing, but it was practice, I guess, just doing hot laps and the tourist version of the track. Yeah. Mate, hats off to you, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I really can't. I wish I could. I can't remember all those corners. The braking points, the turn-in points, whether to go on throttle, off throttle. I can't remember all that. So you have my full respect. The fact, you know, I mean, I've tried. I could do Circuit de la Sarthe, which is obviously Le Mans. That's a 5-minute track, 4 or 5-minute track. I can do that. I know that off the top of my head. The Nordschleife. No. Race landing gear. I'm sure she said something to me then. I wasn't listening. What are you? You're a killback. No wonder. I've never seen one of them before.
Friendship charge detected.
Oh, you detect that friendship charge then, love. It's fine. Go on, go. Let's get this matlock. I'd like to say it's 1 or 2 AI against me, sometimes in slightly faster cars to see if I can keep up with them or even beat them. I've slaughtered a VXR Corsa in my Binny, and he has much better top end speed, but mini corners like a housefly. Yeah, why is it that houseflies flying squares around a circular object? I never understood that. The VXR Corsa, yeah. I mean, the John Cooper Works Mini, that's still a 1.6 engine, isn't it? Or is it a 1.8 in that?
Fuel scooping.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. This is updated with the crash. I wish they'd put the crash site on these things. I mean, I've scanned it, so it should be on there. It's really annoying. I have to go and find it again. And hopefully it's spun around so it's not on the dark side of the moon. Yeah, so 1.6 supercharged. You see, the Corsa then, because the Corsa's turbocharged, the Corsa should be putting out more torque and probably a similar BHP. So yeah, the Corsa should have really had you. So the fact you slaughtered the Corsa, that's really impressive. I think I've about given up on. I think I've given up on the trying to do Snetterton. I just can't do it. I'm so slow. I'm so slow, and I don't seem to be able to gain any time on it. And I don't know whether it's the setup or what, but I don't think the setup's really that bad. It's not great, but it's not the worst. So it's just me. It's just my bogey track, and I'm going to have to just deal with that. It's really annoying though, because I am in a league, and I do want to do well in the league. So I don't know whether to just run it, and I come wherever I come. At least I'll score some points. But I'm just so slow around that track, it's embarrassing. And I've watched the other people around the track, and it is tricky. It's just technical all the way. With racetracks, I get into a flow. Like Road Atlanta, there's a flow to Road Atlanta, and as soon as you get that flow, my God, the track just sings to you. And sometimes you need a setup to help you hit the flow. Sometimes you don't. But geez, I mean, it didn't help that I was trying to read chat, diagnose a PC, and try and race at the same time. I think if I do the race, I'll do it outside of streaming because it just needs my full attention. But yeah, it's so difficult. It's just technical after technical after technical. You've got to be on it all the time. There's just no let up. There is absolutely no let up on it. You know, it's all about the turn-in, the braking points, and all the rest of it, like it is on most tracks. But with most tracks, you get into this flow, like, yeah, we're going to go left, we're going to go right, we're going to do this. It just becomes muscle memory. You don't even have to think about it after a while. Snetterton, just no flow to it. The corners don't flow together, so it's not muscle memory. You can't use that. You've got to really, really, really have just 100% concentration constantly. And if you don't get it right, it punishes you so hard. So hard. No, we're going to fly straight past it.
Orbital flight engaged.
I need to come down quite steep and then go quite shallow. Come on. There you go, it's better. I can't get the flow yet. I've tried again since you showed me, but I think I'm trying a little bit to be a little bit too too quick. Yeah. It is difficult, mate. It is difficult. It's not... Road Atlanta is one of them tracks where you either get it or you don't. And if you don't get it, you'll really struggle with it. But then when it clicks, it's a thing of beauty. It really is. When you're in sync with the machine and the track, it just works so well. It's just so good. Don't go too fast. I was speaking to one of the racing car, an actual racing car driver called Frank Beeler. He used to drive an Audi A4 for the British touring cars. He's still an Audi, official Audi driver. Racing German touring cars and all sorts. I think he's even done Le Mans. I think he's won Le Mans. Frank Beeler. And literally, he says, look, if you can't do the corner, don't go so fast into it. Hey, Legion there. How you doing, Commander? I hope you are all good. I hope you are all well. Just here investigating the murkiness of Elite. And the terrible fate to befallen Commander Jameson. Man, I can't find anywhere to land though. Ooh, we went blue there for a second. Is this going to be on a knife head jobs? Yeah, it's going to be, isn't it? Okay, let's give it a try. Hey, made it down, made it down. So far, so good. Ah, Jameson's crash site, yes. Have you ever investigated this whole thing? Have you ever investigated this crash site? The logs are good.
Low gravity warning. Drive assist off.
Thank you. Pain in the ass. Yeah, the logs are good. I've started investigating a whole lot of it now, which is pretty fun. And looking the whole INRA thing as well. That's where I got to last time before I had to stop streaming. So it'll be back here and do this again and do it properly. It's fantastic. So it's my cheesy data grabbing site. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so as I was saying, John Bond, literally Frank Beeler said to me, just don't go so fast. It says just take it easy. do it at your pace. And there it is, Jameson's crash site. You're grinding Fed rank. Oh, I've got to do that at some point. Okay, there should be some more logs somewhere else. Come on, let's grab that. You're grinding Fed rank. What are you grinding Fed rank for? I've got to grind Fed rank as well. I need to get it. I'm just at the point where I get the I get access to the Federal Assault Ship. And what is it? Petty Officer, I think it is. Bio waste, combat stabilizers, beryllium, chemical waste, beryllium. So is it these flashing beacons that I have to scan? Yeah. Scan these flashing beacons. Let's see what we got so far. Discover logs. So it's these things I need to scan then around it, no doubt. Let's get these. Warrant officer after 4 hours. Nice. Gonna get my old PV. Gonna get my old PvP vet. Nice. Yeah, I would love a vet. Done that one, I'm sure. I think that could be it. Don't think there's any more. I think I've scanned that one. I've scanned the Cobra. Alright. Discovered logs. 2 of 4. 4 of 4. And 1 of 4. So I'm missing one. So I am missing one. Could be that one up there. Yeah, I think it is. No, I've done that one. So where's the last one? Find the last one! Pretty sure I've done that one. Yep. There's that one over there. Explosives. Ooh. That one's done. So it's got to be this one. Oh, that one's done. I did the Cobra. So that's all done. Did that one? It's this one. That's what I'm missing. You're gonna get yourself a PvV pet. I tell you what, I've been flying with AY Buff in his PvB vet. Oh my god. What a machine that is. What a machine. Honestly, we took it in and he had like about 3 or 4 ships on him. He just concentrated his fire one after the other. They all just went down and oh my god. What a sight. What a sight to behold. Just an absolute weapon. Yeah, you're going to be impressed with that. So what are you rocking at the moment then, Legionnaire? What's your go-to? Obviously my crate's my go-to at the minute. I'm really impressed with the crate. The way it turns, the way it boosts. I'm so impressed with the crate. Really am. Alright, cool. Discovered logs of Commander John Jameson. We'll do these in order so that everyone gets to hear it. That's number 2. That's number 4, and this is number 1.
Hey there, kiddo. Now, I know I said I'd be coming home soon, but they've asked me to do something important. And
Oh, that
couldn't
sucks.
say no.
That
I
sucks
wanted
for
to
you
be
to
there,
know.
believe me, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices. And, well, this is one of those times. I don't know if that makes much sense to you, but maybe it will do when you're older. Anyway, I thought I'd send you this log. I know it's not the same as being there in person, but it's the best I could do. I'm sorry. I'm not really supposed to talk about my mission, but if I'm going to miss your birthday, the least I could do is give you a good story. Consider yourself sworn to secrecy, soldier, okay? I'm sitting in the cockpit waiting for the all clear. They want to tinker with her for a while first, but they don't seem to have done any harm. All systems online, everything's looking good. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't feeling just a little jittery. I've fought bugs before, sure, but never more than one at a time. Flying up to one of their high shifts, well, that's a whole different story. Hell, I don't even know what I'm carrying. Classified, they said. All I know is it's designed to target the bug's hyperdrive so they won't be able to leave the system. Of course, if it doesn't work, I'm just kicking the hornet's nest. And that's why I've set my nav system to jump out as soon as I've deployed the payload. Can't be too careful. Wish me luck.
2 cutters. Because one just wasn't enough. We're going to have 2.
That was almost too easy. Thread my way past the perimeter, mass base signature so I get close to the superstructure. I tell you, I've never seen a hive ship up close before.
Don't get rid of your
Not
vets.
many people have.
Don't get rid of your vet.
It was
Keep your
amazing,
vet,
kiddo.
keep your cutter, keep at least one of your cutters.
Beautiful, really.
You don't need an FDL, you don't need a
Makes you
Viper,
realize just how
you
smart
don't
they
need an
are,
ASP.
how
Python would be
advanced.
quite useful.
I admit it. I hesitated for a moment before I hit the button. I had to remind myself it wasn't them I was attacking, just their technology. As if this Mycoid Virus of theirs even works. Oh, man. I watched the payload rocket into the belly of their ship and stuck around just long enough to make sure it hit home. Then I punched the throttle. Whoa! Whew. I'm coming home, kiddo. I'm coming home.
I'm afraid, Commander Jameson, you're wrong.
It was supposed to target the hyperdrives. That's what they told me, just the hyperdrive, so we'd be safe again. So we could live without fear. Well, it did a hell of a lot more than
Yeah,
that.
man. I feel really bad for him.
There are sensors on the payload so I can monitor the reaction and make sure it activated properly. I'm staring at the data now. The weapon is lethal. They knew what it could do. They knew what it could do, and they used it anyway. How many have we killed? Thousands? Millions? God forgive us. Got myself
Yeah.
a bit of a situation here, kiddo.
It sucks to be Commander John Jameson, that's for sure.
They installed a program in my ship and set it to
It's
trigger
nice that we
after
got a
deployed
memorial to
payload.
him, an actual starship.
All my systems are dead. The controls are out. Can't even access the escape pod. And the ship is on a collision course. And there is nothing I can do about it. We need to inspect your ship, Commander. How did I fall for a ruse like that? Oh, God. claim. Gotten old, careless. I should have quit years ago. I guess I should have known they wouldn't be coming back. And the bugs are dangerous, no doubt about it. But, well, this is mass murder we're talking about. You can understand why they want to keep it a secret. I know some men wouldn't want to admit they've killed thousands of sentient beings. I guess the guys back at base think they're doing me a favor by burying me out here in the black. Personally, I'd rather people knew what happened, even if I didn't come out of it looking too good. I don't have much time. There's a big old plant in my viewport, and it's getting bigger in a second. People will talk about what I did after I'm gone, the missions I flew, the things I accomplished. There's something I want you to remember. No matter what they say, whatever garlands they hang on my name, whatever they write in my tombstone, you were my greatest achievement. I love you, son.
And there you go. Killed by his own people for doing a job that needed to be done that no one wanted to do. Man, you couldn't have got any worse luck for Commander Jameson. He went right to the hornet's nest, dropped his payload, and began the genocide of an entire species. An entire race. And didn't make it even back home. Knowing what they had done. Knowing that should never have happened. Commander Jameson was let down by a shadowy organisation called INRA. And we're going to go and have a look at INRA shortly. So, yes, your current fleet has changed. Your two cutters, FDL, a Viper, Aspen, and Python. I would get rid of one of the cutters, get your vet. FDL, maybe keep. Viper, Aspects, they've got to go. Python, maybe, because it's such a good all-round ship. It's so good, to land on, obviously, medium pads, stuff like that. So, that may be worth keeping. Right, okay, our next destination on this exploration ship. The Mycoid Virus. The Mycoid Virus, which is the thing that Commander Jameson had been delivering, was made at a system called Alnath. No, that is true. That is true. He could need the distance. Legionnaire, do you need the distance? Right, so we're going to get rid of the FDL, the Viper, and the cutter. And one of the cutters. Yeah, I would. That would be my choice. I may even get rid of the Asp, because at the end of the day, Asp is so cheap, you can just buy them. It's just cheap now. So we're going to the Alnath system, wherever that may be. Never been there before, but we're going to go to it. "71 light year jumps. Are you joking me?" Goodbye, Commander Jameson. Race landing gear.
Off we go on another adventure.
So then, guys, don't forget that tomorrow Elite are having a sale on all their ship kits and stuff like that. So don't forget to get your 50% off discount tomorrow from Elite. How far are we away? Oh, not that far. Personally, I'd love to create Phantom, get those 71 light year jobs. Not as far as a Condor will do when set up right, but I'd rather have the Phantom. I had a crate once and had a real scumbag build. Is that scumbag in a bad way or a scumbag in a good way? Because I've got a Crate Phantom right now, and I don't even know what to call this build. It's good. I can tell you that much. How is my destination obscured? Is it still obscured, really? Let's get in there. There you go. A bad way. Not a good build then. Not a good build. I'm quite impressed with the crate so far. I mean, it's not. This isn't the Crate Phantom because I'd rather have the bay for it. But yeah, what a machine this is. Almost got it to 500 now on boost. So I can get it up what 480 on boost, almost up to 500. So I'm quite happy with that. I think it goes about 26 light years, but it's fully kitted out at the minute. So 3 large torps, reverb cascade, and 2 imperial hammers with super penetration. Ouch! That does sound like it can do some damage.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
I think on mine, what have I got? So I've got pulse lasers, 2F pulse lasers. I've got multi cannons, and they've all been engineered as well, so they'll actually give heat to people. But yeah, this is fully kitted out. It's such a good ship, so good.
Frameshift drive charging.
Definitely worth having a look at a crate again. What do you used to use then, John Bon? What did you used to tat around in? What was your go-to? I know you had a massive fleet of ships. And I suppose after all the mining you've done, you've probably already got a big fleet of ships again. And is anyone doing the carriers? Has anyone tried the carriers yet? Oh, I've got to stop doing that. I'm going to hit the sun.
System scan complete.
Every ship fully upgraded, 5 engineered, back in the old legacy engineering.
Frameshift
Good, the random number generator rolls. See what you could get. I didn't think that was a bad idea, to be honest, with the random number generator rolls. I'd be quite happy with that.
4, 3, 2.
The problem is people will just sit there with enough materials to sit there and just do god rolls constantly. No, I think there was a lot of uproar in the community. I remember it going on the forums and everyone was just like, oh, what's all this random number generator rubbish?
Fuel scooping.
I've got this A-rated Anaconda and I can't get the best roll possible in the world ever because you've made it that way. And like, FDev just went, oh yeah, I know, yeah, sorry about that, mate. Yeah, let me just sort that out for you. Yeah, we'll just take that off now. And he was just like, why are you taking it off for? Why are you doing that? Why?
Frameshift drive charging.
So what are you currently flying then, Legionnaire? I'm guessing you're flying, well, I'd be flying one of your cutters, I've got to be honest with you.
4, 3, 2.
The RNG sucked. Why did the RNG suck? I mean, okay, you could do it and get a really crappy roll, and that would suck. But, you know. It's the same with anything when you modify it. I mean, I'm used to... I'm in the modifying car area. I've been in that kind of area of my life, and
Frameshift drive
you know, some people are going, yeah, I've done this and done this and done this, and when you actually look at it, how it's engineered, and it's just like you've just put restrictions on your car, and they go, no, it makes it feel better, it makes it better, and it's just like, no, it doesn't. There is no, you know, there is no physical way it does it. Too much time gathering materials for too little reward. Yeah, okay. I see that. I really do. I can see that being an annoyance.
system scan complete.
You know, but I also think that is kind of engineering. I mean, I've been watching this YouTube channel, and this guy has got a Bugatti Chiron,
Frameshift drive charging.
and he's took the exhaust off it, and then he's put this new high spec exhaust on, and I'm just thinking, it already makes 1,001 brake horsepower, so do you really need it in the first instance? Secondly, right, I'm pretty sure the engineers of Bugatti know what they're doing. I don't think there is a need to update, you know, the exhaust on a Bugatti Veyron or a Chiron. I don't think there's any need for it. You know, and some of these people I've seen with
Fuel scooping.
modifications on their cars, and they've been done by professionals, quote unquote, or a guy who knows what they're doing and all the rest of it. Half the time it was just rubbish. To be honest with you, I'm kind of annoyed with all this whole engineering malarkey, because it forces you to do the engineering. Like, I was never interested in engineering any of my ships, really wasn't. And it wasn't until I got interdicted by a challenger, and it disabled my Anaconda within a second. Like literally, I came out and my Anaconda was just dead in the water and I couldn't do anything. So I rebooted it. As soon as I rebooted it, he just fired again and disabled my engines again. Complete and utter, like. And I just thought, how has a small ship like that managed to disable me so quickly? So quickly. It's insane. I was not very happy at all. Whoa, that's a nice bright star. Hello. You're big.
Fuel scooping.
Right, we are here at Alnath.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, okay, so we need to go to Alnath A2AA. That's A1, that's A2. Guessing it's going to be that one then. It's going to be that one. We got to go to that one. Alright, so we are going to go. Kill a vet in seconds with your FDL. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's insane. It's insane. You managed to kill the, like, you know, something that massive within seconds with a tiny ship, and it just ruined the game for me, because I realised that I have to go and follow this now. I have to go and upgrade my shields. I have to go and hull tank and upgrade my armour on my hull, just so that I can stand a chance. I mean, like, when they pulled my Anaconda out, I didn't deploy weapons, I didn't turn to face it, I just ran. And I hit the jump button, and before I could get out of that system, he disabled my drive. It took my shields down, disabled my drive. Just had enough at that point. But it forces you. You've got to go down this route now. You've got to go and modify your shields. You've got to go and modify your hull. You've got to go and modify your drives, your thrusters, your weapons. You've got to modify the whole lot, because everyone else has already modified theirs as well. So now you've got to do that. So, you know, elite grinduous gets even more grinduous. So, you know, you've got to be careful. Okay. So, where we're heading to? We're heading to Alnath A2 AAA, we are heading to a planetary establishment called Klatt Enterprises. Klatt Enterprises is where they created the Mycoid Virus. They created the payload missile that they gave to Commander Jameson. Yeah, the stock ships are useless, and I think that's ridiculous. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous, the fact that they made them so bad. I mean, engineering should improve your ship. To this kind of level, though, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. You know, everyone's ship should be not the same. They should be different, but, you know, and it should be... I just think it should be different, but not to this extent. I think it's too much. I think they've gone way too far. Right, I'm coming up against. I'm hoping that this is A2AA. When we eventually get close enough to it. Yeah, got it right. Yay! Another astronomical body scanned and done. In the books. I mean, an Anaconda. I mean, that's a big ship. When you put that next to a Chieftain or an Alliance Challenger, it's a big ship. You know, a Vet versus an FDL. The Vet's a big ship. Lots of surface area to hit, admittedly, but that also gives it the advantage of you're not weakening just one part of the surface. But it's just far too easy. It's just far too easy now to take down a big ship if it's not engineered properly. And I'd saved up, like when you get into Elite. When I first got into Elite, to get the Anaconda was like, you know, that's God level. You got to get the Anaconda. That's God. That's where you got to go to, and that's where I tried to hit. And when I finally made it, I thought, this is awesome. And I was flying my Anaconda around for months, and it was great. But then, literally, no. It's no longer fun anymore. So I've downsized to a crate now, A-rated it, and gone engineering on it. Boom! And it is a weapon. It is really, really good. It can take some punishment. And it can dish out the punishment as well and not overheat, which I was really happy about. So, very, very happy with this crate right now. It's not great because it's got a really big surface area to attack. So, it is very flat, but it's got a really big, long surface area to attack. Big and long. So, are you still in your Anaconda, John Bunn? A white buff. Did I get killed again? No, I didn't. I've been good. Didn't get killed again. We're all right. Yeah. Without a doubt. No, I haven't got killed again, A white buff. Don't you worry. I've been good. Alright, let's get to the discovery. Go! Go! I don't like this new thing. I much prefer the old way. Just go up to it, scan the bloody thing.
Surface scanned by
50%, come on! Let's get it up to 100, come on guys. Yeah!
Scan complete.
One for good luck, why the hell not? Right. Hey white buff, how you doing? What you up to? What's good, my friend? How has your Friday been? It's bank holiday here over in England and it's beautiful. We're loving it. Right, we are looking for Klatt Enterprises, which will be a surface installation somewhere on this planet. It's almost universal now, indeed. I have to stick FC straight up there. Klatt Enterprises, hello. You were really annoyed with the fleet carriers then. One good thing that I have seen today, that's been quite amusing, is the fact that obviously you get to set the commodity prices, and one of the people have gone, right, okay, I want to help out my mate. He hasn't got enough to buy a fleet carrier. And what they've done is to set the commodity prices, like, they set a buy order out there really, really high. So they've been out and got the commodity, brought it really, really high, and then sold it back to them really, really low, and they went off and sold it. All in all, he ended up, I think it was in an Anaconda, fully kitted out for trading, and all in all, he actually made 5 billion out of it. So he actually made enough to go and buy their own fleet carrier just by manipulating the markets. And so that, to me, was hilarious, because that's something that FDev has never wanted to happen. So the fact that they've just made it now available to everybody, it's quite amusing. And the other thing that was interesting as well, when I was talking about the fleet carriers, it's just like, they've admitted that only the top 10% of people in Elite could afford it, and there's only another 5% who could actually gain enough money to get there to afford it, and that's just to buy it, let alone to keep it running. And so it's useless. It really is useless to the majority of people. Here we go. Klatt Enterprises. I wonder what we're going to find here. $160 million a week. Holy moly. So basically Frontier they've produced something for only, 15% of people or something stupid. Yeah, it was like 4%. So let's just call it around 10%. They have made something that's only available to the top 10% of people in Elite Dangerous. And then the other 85% of us, we go, well, we can't afford it, so there's no point even trying. Red alert.
Deploying hard points. All station power report ready. Commander, go get them, Commander.
I can't remember if this place is actually off limits or not. Some of these places that are on my visit list are actually crawling with sentinels and deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Inra. What have you been doing here? Welcome everybody to Klatt Enterprises. Yeah, for 5 billion you can A-rate all the ships and get it done. It's ridiculous. These fleet carriers cost over 25 billion. Holy crap. 25 billion. Ugh. Right, as we can see, this is the home of INRA. That's a symbol up there on the tanks. I hate this scanner. Can I get there? Can I get there? Does not like it. Man, that's a good looking ship. That's a good looking ship. So what have you been up to today then, White Buff? What has been good in your world, my friend? What have you been doing? Playing with fleet carriers? Is that what you've been doing? What have you been up to? There's all the habitation modules. Some more INRA stuff. Another settlement uplink. Well, I'll have a read of that as well. You're going to head out, Legionnaire? Let's see what FF does when they see no one's using the fleet carriers. Yeah. There's going to be a stack of them piled up doing absolutely nothing. Weird. Legionnaire, thank you very much for dropping in tonight. I appreciate that, my friend. Enjoy your grind with the feds. I know I didn't, and I know I've got that to come yet. So I'm really not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it at all, but it needs to happen. I need to get that rank. I need to do something with the Imperials as well. I haven't even started with the Imperials yet. My God. When that happens, I'm going to cry, I think. But, yeah. Fleet carriers, definitely off my radar. I'm definitely not interested in that. What on earth is this structure over here? It's all INRA, look at it. Couldn't be any more INRA if it tried. INRA are the guys who actually developed the Mycoid Virus, just in case you didn't know. That's almost a biohazard symbol over there. Yeah, this is really weird. The Feds are harder than the Imperials. I've done alright with the Feds so far. I've not done too bad with them. Keep clear. Well, this tank seems to be leaking something. I wonder what was in these silos as well. The Feds, the problem is like a lot of the missions that I did for the Feds are against the Imperials, so my rank with the Imperials has gone right down the pan. Well, that looks healthy, doesn't it? That's a big old hangar just there. Man. Here is where they developed the Mycoid Virus. Right here. And in particular, what we're doing right here, right there, this here has the remnants of something. And if you look at it, this pit is actually hexagonal. And what other creature in Elite Dangerous is hexagonal? So they're obviously doing some experimentation on captured Thargoids here. Mycohazard. Jeez. Warning, Mycohazard. My god. Really? 0 to Duke rank? Really? Is it just like loads of... Is there loads of stuff to do there? How come it's so easy? Courier runs back and forth, boring as hell, but it gets it done. More elite grinduous. Is that what you're trying to tell me? To get up the rank, you've got to grind more. Yep. Ugh.
Off we go on another adventure.
No love, be quiet. Can I get my SRV down here? I can. Can I fit my SRV through there? I doubt very much. The answer is no. Let's just get this uplink while I can. Got ya! Mechanical scrap. I can get out of here down here. Discovered logs. I'm still missing one. Gangyun used to work exactly the same way for the feds, but they nerfed it for system job boards. Not sure what they have nerfed the Empire side. I don't know. They're done that one. It's the Federation isn't too bad. The problem is I got to the rank now where they want you to go ahead and do like combat and stuff like that, and I never had a combat ship before. But I don't know what you reckon, White Buff, but I think my little crate did alright in combat. I don't think he did too shabby at all. Crystal shards? Oh yeah, we can have some crystal shards. Heat conducting wiring? I don't mind if I do. Thank you. So what do you reckon, White Buff? Did you reckon my little crate did the job? Fellow Brits made the game. You'll love the self-imposed pain and suffering years of being downtrodden and shell-shocked in World War II have taken its toll. Thanks, White Buff. Love you. Oh my dear. I need to find this last post so I can scan it. Where is it? Where is it? Hey, look, we won the World War single-handedly. We didn't use any of your American pilots or your American money or your American oil. We didn't use any of that during World War II. It was just us. It's like Independence Day. Just like Independence Day, except the complete opposite. Made it. Oh, where's this last one? Where's this last log? There's got to be a log around here somewhere. There's got to be a log around here somewhere. Where are you? Is that it? That's it. Got it. Yes. Stiff upper lip, son. Stiff upper lip. Wow, look at that pit again where they held a Thargoid hostage. Brutal, man. Brutal.
Finally, we have a breakthrough. A researcher at the facility in the Hermitage 4A system
Hermitage
has
4A.
found something, stumbled onto something by all accounts, and it's pushed our research forward dramatically. Essentially, it's a kind of fungus, one that appears to have a significant effect on Thargoid technology. We knew their tech was partly biological, but until now we couldn't find a way to use that fact to our advantage. The theory is that if we could somehow get the fungus into their starships, specifically their hyperdrives, we could shut them down. They'd be unable to leave their system. We could end the war in a single stroke. We have built a dedicated new laboratory so we can properly test the effects of the Mycoid. We also have access to an intact Thargoid ship and a living specimen. I plan to test the Mycoid on both. Some of my colleagues have expressed reservations about experimenting on a living creature, but I have no such qualms. We must know what the Mycoid can do. Excellent news. We have received a second specimen. We can now accelerate the pace of our testing. So far, our experiments indicate that the fungus affects not only the Thargoids technology, but
That's
also
your
the
dig site.
physiology, as evidenced by the degeneration of our specimen.
Absolutely.
These results are highly encouraging. If the Mycoid can hurt them, truly hurt them, we may have found the means to win this war. Several of my colleagues have left the project in protest over our treatment of the creature. If it were up to me, I would have them executed as traitors.
Whoa, strong, man. Strong. Yeah, but that's only to wear the kids out. If the kids are building sandcastles and digging big holes, then the kids are going to be knackered by the end of the night, and Mummy and Daddy can sit there and have a glass of wine, or free.
Thargoid system, either physical or technological, in a matter of seconds. It is extremely effective. I confess, the knowledge that the Mycoid causes the Thargoids physical pain brings me some measure of satisfaction. But when one has seen firsthand the effect,
No, always out above seeing a second, mate.
seen the destruction, the chaos, the bodies, can one be blamed for wanting them to suffer as we have?
Man. So this is where they tested the Mycoid virus on the actual Thargoids right here.
3821B system with the samples ready to start mass production. We know the Mycoid works. Now it falls to other members of the project to determine how it can be effectively deployed. I know there are some who will condemn me for my part in this project. Let them. I harbor no remorse. The Thargoids understand only one thing: destruction. They will not stop until every last one of us has been reduced to dust. We have created a weapon that can prevent such a catastrophe. We have a moral obligation to use it.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Warning, mycohazard. That's quite strong, man. That is quite strong. That is very strong. So this is where they actually produced the Mycoid Virus and tested on living Thargoids and their technology. Wow. But they have given us a couple more destinations to go to. So let's get going and go and have a look at these destinations, see what other horrors that we can unfold. Because for me, we shouldn't be attacking the Thargoids. Board the ship, let's go. See, my crate did well. My crate is well built. Man, they should fucking nuke that place from a high vantage point. Raise landing gear.
Pressing the button for you, as you're obviously so busy.
No! Yeah, let's not headbutt that. That'll be a bad thing. Press the wrong button. So there's the INRA base. Now some of these were habitat units, which I think are these ones here. And then there was a farm bit as well, and I think that's that over there. But this over here is where they brought the Thargoid and held him down while they tested the Mycoid Virus on it. Wow, man. Just wow. Yeah, I've never shot at a Thargoid. I've been hyperdicted twice. Never shot at them. They scan me, my systems go offline, my systems come back, and there's no damage done to the systems as far as I'm concerned. They're scanning my systems, and just because the two systems are not compatible and they interfere with each other, I just don't see that there's any need. But, you know, effectively they captured 3 Thargoids here and effectively tortured them. I can't say I'm a fan of that at all. Well, the twice they hyperdicted me. The first one there was 2 of them. I don't know the differences. I don't know what they are called and whatever else. Something black down here. I don't know if it was a shadow or a rock or something, but something down there. Why is there something on my scanners? I wonder if it's the place I've just been. So yeah, so they hyperdicted me, scanned me, and then I flew off. I didn't high wake, I didn't super cruise, I just flew off. And they flew straight in front of me and with me. They never attacked, they never did anything. I just flew with them, side by side. You know, if they were dangerous or they were there to cause me any problems, then they would have done something. They would have got me. You know, I didn't have anything on me. That's not the point. What is this on my scanners? That's what I want to know. Why is there a Cobra Mark III just sitting there? And what is this that's blinking away? Probe. So what are you doing here, Samuel Cook? I was trying to look at this crash probe a second. Thought as much. I thought as much. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that Cobra Mark III, make sure he doesn't come after us. Contact's lost anyway. Right, cool. So, I'm kind of thinking the whole shut down your ship was going to use just a set piece. It doesn't matter what you have in your cargo. No, I don't think it does either. What rep or even what bounty, they just don't do anything. Unless you're OFC, you turn and attack them back. Lazy on FDev's part, in my opinion. Yeah, true. I mean, obviously you had them unknown probes. For me, they should have kicked off at that. They should have gone mental. Excuse me, at the unknown probes. They should have gone absolutely mental. But they don't do anything. And for me, they should have. I feel like they you know, those Thargoids should have attacked on the basis of you've got that. Right, so there's two places that was mentioned in that. So is the HIP system and the Hermitage 4A. So let's see where the HIP system is first of all, how far away, and then we can decide which one we're going to go to. So it was HIP 59382. 185, or it was Hermit. No, stop. Hermitage. So looks like it's even further away. $149. Let's go to Hermitage. Let me guess, it's going to be below the surface. Yeah, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? We have to lock something else in Super Cruise. Geological signals. Never seen that before.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
they should have made that whole storyline with the Thargoids hyperdicting you a lot more interesting. You know, I mean, when they first started attacking the starports, there was never any. There's never anyone around, but then they have done recently. They've actually put it so that the Thargoids are still, the Thargoids are still actually around in the area next to it. So, come on. So at that point,
Cannot comply.
oh, for the love of God. Cute.
Power to
Frameshift
shield.
drive charging.
Systems nominal.
Systems to nominal. Commander.
Thank you. Yeah, the FDev should have made a lot more about it. But the thing is, I kind of... The Thargoids for me are really good in the game, but you know, a lot of people have been attacking them, and there's people like me who won't attack them because I don't see that there's any need to attack them. You know, so will they remember my ship never attacked? Will they think, oh, we never got attacked by him, so we're not going to attack him later on when it does become a big war, which I'm sure there will be, because I wouldn't expect anything else. You know, we've attacked a civilization.
Disengaged.
I expect them to be all-out war eventually. The way I see this play now is I expect FDev to actually get to the point where we are actually chased out of the bubble, and then we have to fight our way back in as a group. That's the way I see that playing out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You gotta have a bad guy, and the Thargoids are the bad guys in a minute, and the Thargoids they could be a lot better as a bad guy. They haven't really done anything to impress me with the Thargoids yet.
Fuel scooping.
I haven't really investigated them too much, but there's nothing really that amazes me about them.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Brabham is the bad guy. Well, you'll be glad to know I actually found him online once in open, and yes, I did kill him. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. I think he was flying an Asp at the time, and I'm pretty sure that's when I had my Federal assault ship, or my Federal drop ship, and I just kicked his ass.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
And my little crate did really well fighting. I'm quite impressed by that.
Frameshift drive charging.
What I was really impressed with was the fact that I could get... now do it again. What I was really impressed with was the fact that this crate could actually get that close to one of these super cruisers and disable it just by inching down the hull. God, yeah. Oh, mate. Oh, there would be so many changes immediately. So many changes.
Fuel scooping.
I mean, even in the live streams, I was watching some YouTube videos about FDev, and they're on their live streams, and they're saying that
Fuel scoop.
they've had to start doing them not in open anymore because people were going out of their way to kill people. Oh, it must be bedtime.
Frameshift drive charging.
And there you go. I've averted bedtime. You're all welcome. So yeah, so like if they put everyone in open and said play that, oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Got to keep your fluids up, guys. I hope you're keeping your fluids up as well. It's been really hot in the UK today. And you can hear me sniffling. It's because of my hay fever. Yes, hay fever is off the charts bad today. So don't worry, I'm not coming down with corona. It's literally hay fever. Although I'm getting funny looks from the neighbours because obviously I'm sitting there like coughing and sneezing and all the rest of it, rubbing my eyes. It's definitely not corona. Lots of tonic water. I hope there's something in that tonic water.
Frameshift drive charging.
Tonic water without something else alongside it is just a waste of tonic water. Hope there's copious amounts of gin in there. Copious amounts of it. I will be finishing the stream and then having a whiskey myself. Yes. I got a nice single malt in the cupboard. I got some ice cubes. Boom. There's not a better way to finish off the stream really, other than, you know, single malt.
Fuel scooping complete.
It's only because I've run out of beer. I'm now onto the hard stuff. And then once I've done the hard stuff, I don't know what I'm going to do. I do have some potatoes, so I could ferment them and turn it into vodka. That would be quite cool. We play with Gary Oldman or Alan Rickman. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. That would be that. I would just love. I'd love FDev to be playing this constantly and like understand that this whole engineering malarkey is too much. I understand that there needs to be bigger punishments. I don't know who Paul Lynn is. I'm gonna have to have a look now to see who Paul Lynn is. But there should be bigger punishments for these people who go around killing people for no reason. I mean, I was killed by CommanderDangerous.com. Apparently in one of my rebuy screen sessions, according to the log.
Frameshift drive charging.
We'll be cruising in system for a while. Please feel free to hit the entertainment. Rubbing up. I'm going to have to look at Paul in. But we're here now. We're at Hermitage. So we want Hollis Gateway on Hermitage 4A. That's what we're looking for. And then we can find out where all this started for poor Commander Jameson. Alright. Hermitage 4. 8. You are over here. Alright, Hermitage 4A. Paul Lind. I still don't know who that is. I'm looking him up. I'll look him up now. You can't do that to me anymore. Oh. Paul Lind. American comedian Paul Lind. Oh, he was in Bewitched, the original one. It's like not doing loops of shame today. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. All right, let's get here. Gay comedian, Hollywood Squares, and Bewitched. Yeah. I used to love Bewitched when I was a kid. Loved it. Let's go with Hermitage 4A. Man, these must be cold out here. That weak ass star. Surface gun is still out of range. Can't do it yet. Come on! Come on, when we in range, man? Too fast now. There you go. You happy? If you're happy and you know it, fire at some things. Douche. If you're happy and you know it, fire at some things. Fire! If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, fire at some things. Really, that was only one probe. You've got one part in Mycoid. 81%. Go on, land that. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yep. I will come and have a look at Mycoid. I will come and dock there and have a look at your prices. See how they stack up. Hollis Gateway, that's what we're looking for. What else is on this planet? Geological, 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 geological. Man, there's plenty of geology on here. You'll need to in beta. Oh, I'm going to need to download the beta, aren't I? How big's the beta download? Does anyone know? I'm really seriously running low on disk space at the minute. And before anyone asks, yes, I've already removed the porn off there. So I'm really running low on disk space. I'll take it again. I'll try and download this. Download it tonight, in fact. It should tell me when I start the download how big it is, and then that should.
Orbital flight engaged.
That should do it, right. Hollis Gateway, folks. Hollis Gateway is a storage for the Mycoid Virus before they made it into weapons and sent it on its way. And it's on the dark side, wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? Dropping from cruise, here we go. Gliding, can't see anything. Yeah. Held for profanity, it says. In its nicest way possible. But yes, I get you. I get you. Yeah, those fleet carriers, I am done with them. I am done with it. I was never really there to begin with, but I think even if I had the 5 billion and I had, 20 odd billion to go along with it to keep it running for a year, I still would be done with it in its entirety. I would be done entirely because it just doesn't interest me in the slightest. Red alert.
Pew prepared to die. All stations report ready. Go get them, Commander.
Well, there is upkeep, mate. That's what they're telling me. Right, doesn't look like there's any. What the hell am I hitting my wings on? Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear. Commander,
Landing gear deployed.
Unsuitable terrain. Why? Because it's completely flat. I'm pretty sure it's just on this ridge it goes. Yeah, you can land there. There's got to be somewhere over here I can land. Lights.
command confirmed.
And we're down. Well, I think you ought to prepare yourself, I were buff, because the upkeep is friggin' harsh, to say the least.
Drive assist on.
It is harsh in the extreme.
Low gravity warning. Drive assist off.
So this is why I was getting caught up on the towers and the Mycoid Virus, and there's the symbol again for it. This is where they were keeping it stored. You see INRAs everywhere again on all these. Grab this data point.
Incoming message.
That was weird. Don't know if you could hear that on the stream, but like, it sounded like a transformer talking to me. And there's all the vats. Grab this comm settlement log as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a poor show, to be honest with you. The sheer upkeep of them is just mental. The sheer upkeep of them all. Considering like you've had to grind away to get 5 billion credits, And let's just say, like, those 5 billion credits aren't exactly, you know, easy to come by, and you've actually worked hard to get them 5 billion credits. Thought I had. Only use in indicated systems. Application to non-indicated system will be invalid user warranty. Okay, that's good to know.
We received a very exciting delivery today. Pieces of recovered Thargoid technology, even fragments of spacecraft. Most of the samples are damaged, but we should still be able to put them to good
Off you go
use.
on another adventure.
Thargoid technology is, in many respects, far more advanced than our own. Understanding it could open up all kinds of possibilities and rapidly accelerate our own development. Space travel, energy, weapons, even medicine. The applications are potentially limitless. I suspect there's a key discovery to be made, one that will open up the aliens' technology to us. Who knows? Perhaps I'll be the one to make it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There's lots of work to be done before we can start popping champagne corks. I've given the research teams their assignments. Let's see what they can find out.
You see, if it was NPCs were going to give you money as well, and you could log in and you could find out immediately 3/4 of your upkeep costs have been covered by NPCs, then that wouldn't be so bad. But if it's going to rely on just players, I think that's rubbish.
Progress is slow, and much of what we knew about the Thargoids, or thought we knew, has had to be revised. But I suppose that's to be expected. We now have 12 active research projects focusing on a number of different areas. I find myself growing impatient with some of my colleagues.
Zombie Tassadar? Zombie.
I set high standards for myself,
Yeah, this is the point. NPCs are
expect
docking,
others to do the same.
and like, you know, you're gaining nothing, and that to me is stupid. It really is pathetic. Like, you know, if the NPC's going to dock there, they're going to like take up most of your cost. Then it's fine. It works out. That's no problem at all.
Phase 3 has been a failure. I sincerely believed we were making progress, but just because something works in theory does not mean it will work in practice.
Amen to that.
There have also been issues with the junior researchers.
Yeah, and I'd say even set in the market, it just doesn't work.
And one
Doesn't work at all.
actually believes she's being held
I was just saying earlier that
Of
the
course,
people
there
are
is
exploiting
one thing said
the
before.
carrier system and the market system to actually transfer money between players. So one will put a buy order out there and put it really, really high. Somebody will come in with a really expensive cargo, drop it in, and obviously they'll sell it to the station really, really high, and so they make money that way. And then they'll drop the sell price all the way down again to the bottom. I think it's like 5% of the galactic average or something like that. They can sell it down to. Then they sell it back to the person who brought it in the first place, and then they go back and then resell it on to somebody else. And I think like using that exploit, somebody managed to get 5 billion credits just by using that exploit, which is just insane. Some of the Frontier have been trying to stop ever since day one. They never wanted people to be able to transfer credits.
Our employers have become preoccupied with one of the research projects. Although I've repeatedly told them it's a dead end. It isn't even an official project. It's just something that one of the junior researchers cooked up in his spare time. He's a specialist in agricultural science, trying to wipe out famine or something. Apparently, he's created a biological agent that incapacitates the alien technology. Here we are, devoting millions of credits and countless hours to understanding this technology, and he's trying to destroy it. If it were up to me, I'd cut him from the project entirely. But our employers seem to think his work has merit.
Your employers, love, are INRA, and they're trying to find weapons to kill the Thargoids. That's who it is. Carriers as a market tool seems like an idea that doesn't work in game, that doesn't have a player-driven market, like EVE Online, as an example. Never played EVE, so you have to give me the heads up on that. Carriers in real life brought fighters and bombers to places they can get to with their own fuel tanks. World of Warcraft, Chinese gold farmers will be coming to Elite. Hey, pay us real money and we'll let you visit our carrier and exploit you billions. Yeah, Cottage Industries, that is a thing that's being talked about right now. It's actually being talked about right now. Now, if carriers in ED could play a bigger part in squadrons, factional combat, or battling Thargoids, fielding many ship-launched fighters. Someone's also pointed out that the Genosis has a UC on board. Blows the F devs not allowing UC on carriers out of the water. Yeah. Universal cartographics, I think that's stupid. It's universal, first of all. And then, secondly, why the hell can't you have a universal cartographics? It's just transmitting data, which the whole thing's transmitting data anyway, so there really is no real reason why you can't have the universal cartographics on board. It's just a complete. I think it's an oversight, to be honest with you. I don't think they put it in. They just thought, nah, I won't bother putting it in. I won't bother. And they should have. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I guess they wouldn't know how to do the payouts, and if somebody came along and had to be paid out a lot, but then again, you take that from your insurance payout, so that's really weird. But Zombie's right. In real life, the carriers were to bring you supplies, goods, armaments, people, resources, whatever it may be, to allow you to continue to do the job at hand, whether that be fighting, whether that be exploration, whether it be this or that or the other. Now, for me, what they should have done is they should have launched numerous different carriers and be a fighting carrier with shipborne, have 4 or 5 shipborne fighters, and they should have the ability to have restocking of your heat sinks and whatever else, and offer that as a base, but go no further. No universal cartographics, no stock market, no nothing, just literally like enough to go to war effectively. And then you can have another set of carriers that are for exploration, so they can repair your ship and do universal cartographics and whatever else. Mix it up, because if you mix it up, then not everyone's got the same thing. Right now, everyone's got the same thing, and they're just piling in their money. And eventually, as A.Y. Buff said earlier, eventually what's going to happen is everyone's going to get bored of it, and they're just like, well, I can't be bothered to keep up the upkeep. There's not enough call for it, so get rid of it. And you could have mass war with carriers with loads of people, and that would have been great. I can't think of anything better than actually turning up into a system, 5 or 6 carriers all going at it, like with all these ships around going at it as well, and going to war. I think that's brilliant. I really do. Absolutely brilliant. That's what I would have done. So, Zombie, are you actually partaking in the carriers then? Have you gone ahead, downloaded the beta, and brought a carrier for yourself? Where are we heading to next? We are going to HIP 59382, which is up here. It's over there. Raise landing gear.
Off we go on another adventure.
Let's go. Jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Pushing the button for you as you're too important too.
Well, that didn't take very long, did it, to get out of there? Getting the heck out of Dodge. So, Zombie, have you actually partaken in this? Are you buying a carrier and you're going to use it, I can't see any reason to. I really can't. I wish there was. I wish there was. You brought a carrier to test. You gonna keep it though?
Fuel scooping.
When you actually get into the live servers, are you gonna go ahead and do it?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Very disappointed. Oh, when the patch goes live, I won't be buying one. I think you and a lot of other people. Jump. Jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Updating the delivery address.
Good girl. Need to get them pizzas delivered. It's not going to benefit our squadron in any way. Yeah. It's... And his whole cooldown business as well, he's just ridiculous. An hour to cool down. An hour to spool up. Boredom levels high. Yeah, the benefit is minuscule. And so... yeah, it's a solution for a problem that doesn't exist. It's a solution looking for a problem.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Changes in the game that need to happen to facilitate the need for carriers. Not wrong. Player-driven market, bigger benefits to holding territory. Yep, 100%, 100%. I mean, many years ago, I said to Elite that what they need to look at is potentially, you know, these SRVs are great, but what about having other things that perhaps a vehicle that you could build stuff with, like a mining colony, you could actually go ahead and set up your own mines actually on a planet's surface, you know, and then to run the mines you need power, so they need to build a power plant or something like that. Then the power plant needs actual raw materials to run, so then you got to keep that going and whatever else. You know, and then if you're doing stuff like that, it doesn't have to be mining per se, but if you're doing stuff like that, then you probably want your carrier somewhere close. So if you find a decent system to actually, you know, it's got a ringed planet with pristine metallic in there or something like that, and then you've got a nice planet you can go and land on and mine something else, then it's perfect to go and shove that carrier in that area. It's perfect. That's exactly what you want to do. But it's a solution looking for a problem.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop
Right, now who wants to do any mission when you can mine for 15 minutes and get way more than the mission offered? Yep. That's the thing. Especially with your Anaconda just coming in and just mining the world within seconds.
drive charging.
No, you carry on to reference EVE Online. I've never played EVE Online, so like, you know, I respect them, and like I'm not saying that I'm not a fanboy of FDev, so yeah, I'm not saying they're getting everything right. Especially just lately, especially with Galnet going as well, that's really cheesed me off. I wasn't, you know, a real avid fan and watcher of Galnet and the CGs and whatever else, but occasionally, yeah, I did want to duck in and do the CGs, and occasionally I did want to listen to Galnet and see what's going on in the universe. But now there's nothing, so you know, you're left to your own devices right now, and it's a bit of a poor show, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, if Eve's got it, if Eve's managed to sort out the background, you know, the reasons why you would need a carrier, the reasons why you need to do this, and you know, actually have a guild and you know, there's a reason for the guild to exist and whatever else, then he's got it right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, you get it, zombie. You get it. Exactly that. Exactly that. Build research stations. Build, you know, farm stuff. Do whatever. If you've got a system, and perhaps they've had complete agricultural failure, okay, and there's a starboard just above the planet that's had that agricultural failure, and obviously fruit and veg prices go through the roof. But if you could like set up a fruit and veg farm or a mining farm for that, then you know, that would be awesome.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, but it's not changing the game in the right way for you, that's the thing. Yeah, it's game ruining. That's the thing. Right, where are we going? Anybody know? It's going to have to be that one. And you know why I know that? Because it's the only one you can land on. Douche. Right, cool. So, where are we at? It's got to be that one. Come on, speed up. Let's get there. So, we're looking for the maize chemical plant now on this planet. And the maize chemical plant was a mass production for the Mycoid Virus. The Mycoid Virus, Commander John Jameson, get my words out in a minute. Commander John Jameson actually went ahead and delivered the payload of. So we're going to find out where they actually mass produce this stuff now. But yeah, it is game ruining. And if you think about it, we were talking earlier about the top 10% of people in the elite. They're the only people who can afford these carriers and afford to keep the carriers. And A White Buff is one. I can tell you right now, A White Buff is definitely one of them top 10%ers. But with you know, there's nothing good enough for those people. There's nothing good for those. There's nothing good enough for them people. These top 10%ers to have them. It's a bragging right. That's all it is. It's a bragging right. If you've got the money, you've got the ability to keep it up, and all the rest of it. That's great. But I can't see a single person making actual money out of it. Not in the slightest. I'm elite and I'm trying to think the current paradigm. Let's just slow down so I don't do a loop of shame. Because that'll be upsetting. Paradigm how leaking and the carriers can work. I still think the ability to drop ship launch fighter wings, those fighters are powerful. Do not have jump roads, so they would need large ship and bring them around. Doesn't even need to be as big as the current carrier. That could be a combat model. Yep, I'm liking this zombie, loving it in fact. They did hint at mining ship launch fighters before. Maybe a mining barge and drop lots of ship launch mining tugs. There's 20% bonus to refinery. Yeah, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. You've got it. You've got it nailed right there. Go and work. Go and submit your CV in at FDEB, would you? Get that sorted. Go and get it sorted for us. Alright. We're in range now. Fire! And get one over here. Fire!
Surface scanned by 50%.
One probe, 50%. Nice, like it. Do it. Go on, get that to 100 for me. Go on, baby. After him, a lot of things. Some never come. Other are poorly implemented. Dunk, 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 dunk. 100%. Booyah.
Complete.
Perfect. poorly implemented. It's been fail for a long time now. I play ED. I don't think FD do is that a requirement not to play. They should play. They should be forced to play in open. Agreed. We had to rebuy screens I've seen recently by playing in open. Really cheeses me off. Maze chemical plant. That's what we come here for. That's what we've come here for. They should be forced to play in open on their lunch breaks. See how frustrating it is. And then once they realise how frustrating it is, they should then have to set the rest of the afternoon trying to fix all the problems. Including one that's really cheesed me off in a moment, and that's just the limpets going straight through the asteroids. So that's happened so much to me, it's driving me mad. And it's so simple to fix.
Orbital flight engaged.
Change the hitboxes, jobs are good. Tell you, if they played it if they played it honestly, everything would change. Everything would change. If they are spending all that time fixing bugs, then holy moly, how much bug fixing have they had to do? How many bugs are they writing into their code? Are they not beta testing this? You should have alpha testers, beta testers, then they should be deployed to a small group of people to test on a certain server, and then it should be reviewed and then decide whether it's going to be released or go back to the drawing board again. It should never get to this stage. I honestly think that since they've started delivering on these other titles, like they've got that Jurassic World one that they're working on, they've obviously got whoa, something blue there. They've also got the Jurassic World one. Is this a high G planet? Doesn't look like it. We're just coming down fast. So yeah, so yeah. Man, there's lots of interesting things on the surface of this planet. Yeah, the patch needs to come out, and like I'm like you, I'll wait a while just before playing it again. God, I didn't think that glide was ever going to complete then. Jesus. Yeah, I'm like you. I wait for a while, wait for it to happen, and see what all the bugs are and all the problems are. Red alert.
Deploying hard points. All switching power to ready. Commander, go get them, Commander.
Alright, I know that some of these may be protected by skimmers, so I am just taking precautions. Hello. I hate how they're spawning just random ships right now, just on planet's surface. Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Excellent, thank you. There you go. She's down. Zombie's right about EVE Online. Elite needs marketplaces to be stocked with stuff that players mind crafted. Players should be mined and create items useful to other players so we get a real life auction bartering system. People communicate, haggle, and that's where an MMO game is all about, right? Yeah, I'm with you on that. That would be good if you could you know, specialise in a certain area of something and do that. That would be amazing. Is that what EVE Online does then? I've never played EVE Online, so I couldn't tell you.
Low gravity warning. Drive assist off.
Ooh, stuff for me to go and get.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Thank you. I can't get any further away from the ship. Pain in the ass. At least there's nice things for me to collect. This is nothing but a grind sim. EVE Online has Tech 1 markets. Think of it as basic gear, seeded by NPC market, but players can make it and sell it. That's good. Location NPC powers don't occupy. But all Tech 2 and above gear is purely made by players. That's cool. Not simply processed too. Let's suppose actually be a profession, a player, engineer. For a reward. Usual crappy mining grind, cash, and then buy whatever you need from endless virtual shops. Stations are built to research the efficiency of the blueprints. They're used to make the parts of the modules. Fabrication plants are made to then put the parts together. Wow. That's pretty cool. Why is the turret now stowing? Thank you. Capital ships are all player made. Again, a massive production line is needed for this. See, this is the thing. This is exactly where Elite are just losing out. It's something I suggested to them ages ago. More storage tanks, underground silos. EVE is not without its problems. They kept adding bigger, more expensive stuff. I'm guessing that's the problem when you do this kind of thing. You end up always having to keep on improving it all the while. You can never rest on what you've done. There's always got to be something new to do. I mean, as I say, I've never played it, so you know, I can't honestly comment too much. Wow, this is like Dav's Hope. That was already done. Big and more expensive. The group tried to fight scale with better tactics. You see, I think Elite are just a bit in the weeds in a minute, because it's. Alright, I won't buff. You take it easy, mate. You look after yourself. And I shall catch you soon, young man. and I'll come and download the beta and check out your carrier for you. Got it. Arrow Buff, take care, mate. Look after yourself. They were never made a name for themselves. Yeah, it's I think they're a bit lost in the weeds, ED, at the minute. I think they are struggling with this game. They know it's a grind fest, and they're not sure how to stop it from being a grind fest. So they just put more stuff in it. Oh, I can go up here. Doesn't seem to go anywhere, unless I just fell off it for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. That must be the habitat part. Crew quarters. Yeah, I really don't understand where Elite are coming from in a minute. I really don't understand it. Right, what we got? Yeah, one staff meeting could have done it. You're not wrong.
I understand that this is a lucrative contract, but I really think we need to take a second look at the production schedule. We have neither the facilities nor the workforce to deliver what's been promised. Furthermore, the facility should be subjected to a complete decontamination before we start. That could take weeks. Essentially, we can't produce the chemicals in the quantity requested within the given time frame. It just can't be done. I'd also like to renew my request for more information on the purpose of the chemical.
Oh, you carry on, love. I don't think you're going to get that somehow.
Welcome to the position of Site Manager. We're looking forward to working with you on the Mycoid project. I understand that you have raised questions regarding the reassignment of your predecessor. It was decided that her experience and expertise could be put to better use in another part of our organization. As discussed, it is of the utmost importance that the chemical be in production within 3 weeks. We have every faith in you.
Oh, corporate scumbags.
Our analysis has confirmed that the latest batch was contaminated and is therefore useless. I'm sure we hardly need to remind you how essential it is that this project proceeds without complication. The cause of the contamination must be determined immediately. We cannot afford any more mistakes.
Well, you rushed it, mate. What do you expect?
The issue with the previous batch arose because your unrealistic deadlines forced us to take shortcuts. If we were given more time, mistakes of this kind would not occur. With that said, we have rectified the issue and extended working hours so we can replace the tainted batch without deviating from schedule. The next shipment will arrive in HIP 7158A2D within 72 hours.
Okay, HIP 7158. HIP 7158. Unbelievable scumbags. Yes, we want you to hurry up and produce this thing that's going to kill an entire species off the face of the known universe. But hurry up, would you? Problem with FTED is I love to listen to their forum complainers. The issue is if the player happy with Elite, why would they need to chat on forums? So FTED are just ignoring the player base who don't need to speak up and implement stuff based on half a player base, then they enrage the other side as happy as it is. Can't win either way. But this is the issue that they need to weigh up. Why is there one new contact? Okay, I don't like this. Race landing gear, red alert.
Landing gear retracted.
Red alert.
Deploying hard points. All stations report ready. Commander, go get them, Commander.
I don't like it when things just appear on my radar screen. But as it's an adder. Rig for flight.
Retracting mining laser. Lights off. Systems to nominal. Closing cargo bay doors. Rigged for flight. Commander.
Let's get out of here. Yeah, so, as I was saying, apologies. I don't like it when things just appear on my radar without me noticing them. So yeah, all the people that are complaining, they need to actually look at the validity of what they're actually complaining about. You know, oh, we need more stuff to do. Okay, well, find more stuff for them to do then. That doesn't mean that you have to introduce new things. Just find them more stuff to do. You know, the community goals were rubbish. Let's be honest with you, they were rubbish. And then they ended up getting like loads of griefers and gankers going there, and everyone got annoyed with that. So right now there is a problem that FDev know about, that you can't go into open without being griefed or ganked. And FDev are aware of this. So if FDev are aware of this problem, why aren't they trying to sort that problem out to drive people back to open? Because like I've seen my rebuy screen far too many times in the past few weeks, which led me down this path of trying to get my ship engineered to a decent level. And it really cheesed me off to the point of I could have quite happily dropped Elite and moved on to a different game and be done with it. But I didn't. I stuck with it because I like Elite. I like it very much. And so I would have just dropped it. And, you know, and there's other people on the forums that would have been like, oh, well, this is just ridiculous. I can't even get out of a station without being attacked. You know, so what am I going to do about it? So, you know, to be honest with you, it's really bad at the minute, and Elite need to do something about it. They need to put some decent content in there. Exactly what Zombie has been saying. Zombie has been absolutely on the ball, saying that, you know, if you had a carrier that does this but doesn't do that, if you're mining something and you're doing something else, and then you got got different, not just an SRV, but you've got different things that you could go in and you could be building stuff, having to deliver raw materials for power to do this, to do that, you know. And build yourself an economy, build yourself, as you said in Eve, build yourself like a guild that can actually do stuff. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know, I would love that. I would absolutely love it. It'd be brilliant. Yeah, I know it's just a game. But the problem is if they keep on doing these stupid things, they are going to screw off their player base. And the player base will just leave and go to a different game. There's plenty of them around. You know, you got EVE Online for a start. People are quite happy to go to that. There are others out there as well that are just like Elite, and because they're 20 quid as well, they'll go. I think EVE is subscription based. I don't know if I'm right on that, Zombie. But you know, if they are going to go, they'll go to EVE or something like that. So it's both. Okay, so that's fine. So you know, if they're going to do that, then that's exactly, you know, people are just going to jump ship and go over there, and then FDev are going to be left with a product that's of no use. You know, FDev doesn't have a subscription model to it. They just have these new waves of releases and stuff like that. And at the moment, there's nothing really good out there for them to release and charge us for. There's nothing good. You know, you can't charge us for implementing carriers because they're not good enough. You can't charge us for the Thargoids because they're not good enough. And I think FDev know they're not good enough, and I think that's why they are not charging us right now and just going, oh, if you got Horizons, then you can carry on as you were. They should be charging us. We should have a new season out. This should be new. There should be something good in here. You know, the Guardians was a new thing as well, and that was supposed to be coming out potentially as a season. That never happened. We never got charged for that either. So, and they're focusing all their time on these different Animal Planet and whatever else, you know, they're focusing so much on them. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, so anyway, where are we? We're in HIP 59382. HIP 59382. That's the chemical plant. Right, so we need to go to Hogan Depot next, which is HIP 7158. However, we're not going to do it tonight because it is very late and my throat is getting very tired. And my hay fever is killing me as well, so I'm about dead. Whoop. Oh man, 275 light years. That's a trek as well. Awesome. Right then, guys. So man, I don't know what that was, but okay. Yeah. Well, they're only pushing out the DLCs because they haven't made enough money on the actual product. That's the thing. Right then, guys. That is it for tonight. Zombie, thank you so much for popping by and chatting with me. It's been really good chatting to you. It's been really really informative and it's been absolutely fantastic.
Special delivery.
Zombie! He's enjoying the weekend. The weekend's loading for Zombie. The weekend is loading. Enjoying the Friday party. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. That is so cool of you to do. So I really, really appreciate that. And I hope to see you around again soon as well. It'd be really, really cool to see you. You have a great one. Look after yourself. Stay safe in this terrible time at the moment that we're all having with this COVID-19. Hope you and your family stop safe. And everybody fly safe. John Bon Emoji, as always, you're a star. Love you loads, mate. You take it easy. And I will see you all soon. This is Effing Friday. And I am effing out of here. 07 Commanders.